Sup my dudes, Valk here. Today's going to be a little bit of a guide video because once again, like I said, I know I'm re-uploading a lot of videos I made in the past, but essentially, well, not re-uploading them, but recreating them. So newer players, because the channel's been exploding lately, you guys are really interested in awtd, you guys really want to learn. And newer players might be missing out on some tidbits because I upload so much that these videos could be buried in the past. But today is a video I have not made before. It is a video explaining the base mechanics of the game because you guys have seen before inside my videos whenever I basically run, and I get a lot of questions on how certain mechanics work. So first things first, I want to go over stage difficulties and stuff like that. So whenever you click any stage, you're going to have three difficulties: normal, insane, and challenger. Challenger makes it so you can only use the category buff units, pirates in this example. Other than that, you can run full support units like idle. Any unit that's listed as a support that you can't reroll the modifiers on, or limit break. Those are units that you can run alongside the category buffs that Challenger doesn't apply to them. Now, once you beat Challenger once, like you only have to do Challenger once on any stage that isn't infinite. I'm not entirely sure how Challenger works with infinites, but any stage that isn't an infinite, you only have to beat Challenger a singular time, and then anytime you do insane after that, you are going to get 4 drops instead of 3 drops. Challenger will add an extra drop to any of your insane runs after you beat the Challenger one time, so you don't have to keep doing Challenger. But Challenger is a giga amped up version of whatever it is you're trying to clear, so just keep that in mind. Now, insane, the main difference between insane and normal. Normal is what I recommend for new players if you're running something for the very first time to get a base handle of the mechanics. I recommend running on normal. But insane, if you guys are feeling a little bit up to a challenge or you want to try to speed up your grind a little bit faster, insane gives you 3 times drops, 3 times gold, and 3 times XP. And what it does is it introduces the food mechanic to the game, which I'll go over in a bit. And the food mechanic is where you basically have to pay attention to your unit's stamina and feed your units constantly. You'll see me, almost everything I run is insane. So I'm the food mechanic's kind of second nature at this point. I don't really think about it too much because I've done it for so long. So it's going to be something frustrating for you guys at first, but you'll get the hang of it, and it's really not that bad once you really play the game a good bit. You kind of do it. So next thing I want to talk about is the story mode skips. For the love of God, if you are struggling with story, don't do the skips. These skips are way harder than any of the stages inside the actual story. Like, this skip is way harder than any of these at all. They're super, super, super hard. So if you're doing these skips, please make sure you are way stronger than the story. That's what these are for. So don't do these skips. If you're struggling through story, do not do the skips. They could end up being a big issue for you, so don't worry about it. Next up is legend stages, or infinites in general. Whenever it comes to infinites, especially infinites of clear rewards, these are per wave based. The amount of waves, like this is 3% chance per wave, 10% chance per wave. At least to my understanding of it. I could be wrong on this. I want to make it very clear. I could be very wrong on this, but that's how I understand how this works with these infinites. So you'll end up getting a bunch of drops at the very, very end, but every wave you have a 3% chance, a 10% chance, 10% chance, etc., etc. So you'll get a bunch of drops at the end, depending on what you got in your 30 to 40 waves or even 50 waves that you managed to run, seeing what you can actually get out of that. So that's how infinites work whenever there is a drop chance to them. So the next thing I want to make sure to cover is Abyss, because I see a lot of whenever I watch new YouTubers cover the game, one of the first things I see them try to tackle is Abyss. This is in-game, guys. This is giga in-game. This is very challenging. Don't stress Abyss until you have a built-up account. Do not worry about Abyss. It is very hard. Don't stress it. But once you have a built-up account, once you have a built-up spiritual sensitivity team, basically, you can go through Abyss and you can beat it, and then you can get the secret rare Fallen Angel, or you can push all the way to 75 and get the Abyss token to get any secret rares from the Abyss that you may have missed in the past. Next up is Weekly Challenge. This is coming soon. We don't know what this is, so don't ask me. So let me show you guys the food mechanic. Let me show you guys exactly how that works. Let me go to Insane. So the food mechanic is kind of a staple of this game. It's something that the more you play with, the more you're going to understand and the more you're going to get. And it is going to be annoying as first. I'm not going to lie to you. The food mechanic when I first started the game was pretty annoying. But as time progressed, I became to kind of enjoy it because it gives me something to do really in downtime by micromanaging my units, just keeping track. And whenever you evolve units too, evolved units have a higher stamina bar. than unevolved units. So you're going to be able to kind of manage your food a lot better. So you can see the food is here. Whenever I put a unit down, you guys can see max stamina 130. So let's just start summoning stuff in, and you guys will be able to see that stamina is going to go down. Let me put this in 3 times speed so we can speed up stamina going down. Well, let me put it in 5 times since it's training mode. So just so you guys know, 5 times speed is training mode only. 3 times speed is VIP. If you want 3 times speed, you have to go and buy VIP. So now that that's going down, what you would normally do is you would click this plus button here. You would buy food in different increments. It's literally the exact same per cost. It's just, if I was to pick 50, you'll see 50 comes pretty quickly and 5 times speed. But if I pick 250, it's going to move much, much slower. So be very cautious of what you think you need at the time given. So whenever your units have low stamina, just hit feed all. And there you go. Now you're full. You can also, I believe, you can hit the... Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, just hit feed all. I was thinking that you could hit E. But this is spectate, and then E... Oh, E is the X button. Okay, I see. Yeah, because I've always only done hit feed all, so yeah, just make sure you guys feed your units. There are certain units like Uta and stuff that will feed your units for you, but just do the mechanic. It's not very hard. It's just a little bit of micromanaging. It's going to be very annoying at first, but after a while, you won't even notice it like I do. It'll just be something to keep track of. But yeah, I see a lot of new players not feed your units. For the love of God, feed your units, because whenever stamina reaches 0, they will stop attacking. Now, if you have a summoner unit like Megami, if you guys get Megami, he is actually, if you let his stamina run out because he doesn't attack, it doesn't matter. Because he doesn't attack, his summons will still attack. Summoner units summons will still attack even with 0 stamina. So if you don't really care for the mechanic, then just run a full summoner team. But keep in mind, the main unit on a summoner team will stop attacking whenever they're out of food. So make sure you guys feed your units. Anyways, that is a good little basic guide to all the mechanics of the game. If you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.